In 2 weeks and 1 day from today, I'm going to be a part of my very first fashion show. And this is everybody's sign to go out more often, because not every opportunity happens over social media, and not every opportunity happens by living your everyday life as normal, like normal routine. That one night I decided to go out and do something different led to this opportunity, so I'm very excited. I'm about to go yarn shopping. So while we wait another 45 minutes for the yarn shop to open, what am I gonna make? I'm going to be making another one of these Fflirt bags, but we're using solid colors this time. So no multicolor madness. We're not going to be searching for Muse by Laying Yarns, so we are not going to be buying a $50 ball of yarn this time. Woo! I just feel like a rush of adrenaline, because another thing I'm excited for is going to my local yarn shop. I haven't been there since before I lived in LA. So now that we're back on the East Coast, we're about to go to our favorite yarn shop. So excited. It's a really good day. Spreading the love, spreading the energy if you're not feeling that way this June of 2026, but let's do this. I'm gonna start by saying they had so much yarn in there. Oh my God. They had so much yarn in there that I wanted, but had nothing to do with this project. So I got some yarn, extra yarn, that I'm gonna incorporate into this project that I also wanted. I found something, but the base of the bag is going to be with this Cascade 220 yarn. It is made out of 100% Peruvian Highland wool. It's very, very beautiful. Love this shade of red. They had a couple others like this in alpaca, and then like an acrylic and wool blend, but like this one was the best shade of red. And then I got not one but two mohair and silk blend, but it's lace weight, and I'm really nervous about this because I don't know how it's gonna go. And I really want, oh my God, I'm excited about this because I've been really wanting to try sequin yarn. I've been seeing it online and stuff like that, and they have this beautiful sequin yarn, and it's actually pretty thin, which is good, because if it was any thicker it would really not match up with the weight of the ruffles. We're running really thin for the ruffles. I'm gonna go take a mental break before I start crocheting, and I'm gonna eat my taco that I made. The hank is now a ball of yarn, and I am excited to start crocheting. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why I feel nervous. I think it's because like the outcome of this kind of matters a little bit. So like I just finished the base of the bag. For some reason I don't like the way this looks, just because this 100% wool is giving acrylic yarn a little bit. And I just don't think anything about this is very flattering, but I will say my stitches, you guys, my stitches have gotten so good and so consistent. Like, wow, it's just like so satisfying. This is the 5mm cluster, and then this is the 3.25, and I like the 3.25 because the 5 looks less detailed. It's a lot shorter than the stitches on the other bag, but I think it's fine. It looks like a little mustache. Now I did 4 rows. I think we're at the perfect place to add 1 row of the sequin yarn. Ooh, I'm excited because I've never used sequin yarn before. And look at how freaking glittery and beautiful and everything that is. Like, whoa. This is what's gonna make this bag and give it that like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at this and I like it. I like the blue at the end a lot, but I'm like, I just might have to make it a little bit harder for myself and do 2 rows of single crochets, because I just feel like I want it to be kind of a lining of the black, and I don't want it to feel necessarily like an extension of the black, and I really want it to feel like an edging. So it's gonna have to be single crochets. Yesterday with the crochet project, I was feeling a little bit like iffy about how many rows I'm gonna do. I just was unsure, but I figured it out yesterday. First ruffle done. First ruffle section done. Single crochets, 2 rows of single crochet looks so much better than the double crochets. Like, believe it or not, this used to be this shape. Probably gonna break out after I eat this, but I'm really excited about this. Lately, I've really been getting into herbs and the benefits of them. And obviously when you make tea, you're drinking your herbs, and I love, love, love tea. And lately I've been getting into like, what is this actually doing? Knowing that there are a ton of herbs that have actual benefits that work and that are made for us, it's kind of like, I wish I actually knew what those things do. I just bought hibiscus tea. As I'm learning, I thought it would be fun to share with you guys like what I'm learning about it. So hibiscus tea, what I hear a lot is that Good morning, everybody. I think I am officially a press-on nail girly. I love these so much. My thumb fell off yesterday morning. I have no idea where it went or anything. And now I'm like, we need to get another pair. We need to get another pair of nails because I love having the nails for a good cost. But I'm not gonna let myself go out and spend any money unless I finish the second ruffles section. I'm getting ready to go out even though I didn't finish the second ruffles section. Okay. I messaged people on Facebook Marketplace last night, you guys. I messaged one lady that was selling, I don't know, retired baddie vibes. She is selling like these super cute heels, but they're so cute. I'm trying to like get into my heel wearing era. I'm back! And I definitely spent way too much money. So this little girl right here, she's staring at me because I have a surprise for her and she knows it. She knows about the surprise. But first and foremost, the heels. We're gonna show you the heels. The lady, she like came out of her door and I was like on the curb getting out of my car and she's just like not moving. So I was like, oh, she wants me to come into her front porch. But then she's like, come inside. And I was like, oh, we're going inside? But it was chill. I went inside. Don't go inside of the Facebook Marketplace's people's houses. Don't do it. That's a really bad example. These are the shoes. These are really hard to walk in. Like there's too much of an arch for me. I thought these were absolutely amazing. Like look at that purple color. Aren't these so fun? And I can actually walk in these. So who's ready for my TJ Maxx haul? Okay, first what I wasn't supposed to get. I got this hairbrush because I lost my hairbrush. I got Lily a toy. She's staring at me. She's laying down, but she's like this. We literally just gave her a new toy yesterday, but like, why not spoil your dogs? I got the almond shape of this blue because they really didn't have that good of a selection. All right, now it's time for me to crochet. We did something a little bit different with the second ruffle section. So this is the first ruffle section. Look at the sequin yarn. It's looking something like this. And then this is the second ruffle section. I added just one more row right here. And I think it looks so much more defined. It looks so much better. This is the second one. This is the first one. Currently trying to figure out what the heck is going on because I 100% finished the ruffles. Well, minus weaving in ends. But I really don't know what's going on because I'll show you. I don't like it. I don't like it because it's not having that same drape. It's too stiff for my liking, so I think we're gonna have to go a different route. Like the Surrey alpaca yarn had like this beautiful crazy drape, but this is like worsted weight wool is just like boxy and I'm not really liking that at all. Right now we are taking out the I-cord knitting machine because I want to experiment with some things. I'm thinking about using the entirety of what's left of this. It's really not that much. It kind of is when it comes to yardage, but since the yarn is so thin, I'm a little nervous about what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna put this into the I-cord knitting machine and I'm just gonna make the entire thing a cord. I'll let you guys know right now I am scared and I don't know where this is going, but I do have a good feeling about the final result for some reason. Look guys, this is 1. This is 2. And this is 3. There's a third option. It goes faster than this. Oh my god, that's terrifying. The black going through right here is definitely a yes. I think for the second cord. Yeah, hold on. Maybe. Okay, I have an idea. Another idea. We take the same cord because either way I need to take it out because I want the cords to be the exact same size. Instead of just like going from one side and taking it to the other side, I start both ends, like this end and this end, through this side. So one side is going through this way, one side's going through the other way. So I can evenly take 2 strings down here. So they both meet at this side and we have a string, a black line, a thread line going all the way through. So now we have 2 pretty even cords and now I'm just realizing, wait, do I need 4? I think I need 4, right? No, I just need 2. Do I need 4 or 2 cords? I need 4, don't I? Wait, I feel so silly. I'm like, I need 2 strings coming out the one side and I need 2 strings coming out the other side. So I need 4 cords? But no. 1 cord will give me 2 strings on one side, and then the second cord will give me 2 strings on the other side, so everything's fine. This black seam turned out so beautifully, and the way I did this, if anybody's wondering, is for the first side I did in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, weaved it in as usual, and then for the second side I went in the exact same part of the row, so the exact same place that I weaved in the first side, but I did the same in and out, but where I went in for the first set I went out, you know, I just like did it the opposite way, but it was still like in, out, weaving through regularly. What do we think about tying little bows at the sides? Ooh, that's cute. I feel like it adds a lot. Okay, let's do it to the other side. It has been quite the while since I have received any packages in the mail, and I just received 2 today, so let's go ahead and open them together. I'm gonna let you guys know right now that one of them is a hand massager. I think that's so fun and cool. Other one right here, I believe it is a yarn winder and some sort of machine to unravel clothing, like knitted clothing. Wait, this actually looks official. It's like a glove. I did not know they were sending, I thought they were sending me some sort of machine to unravel yarn, but they just sent me a Swift, an electric one. And you guys know that my yarn winder broke. My cordless electric yarn winder broke, so they sent me another one with a cord. I really don't mess with the cord, so I'm like, maybe I could super glue the other one back together. I just attached a handle. I actually really love the short handle. So this handle is a little bit crazy, I know, but I think it's so freaking fun. I wrapped the sequin yarn around the handle like that. And I also like wrapped it, like weaved it through the handle. I kind of wanted it to be a little messy, like a little kind of crazy. It's giving Spider-Man a little bit, no? The base of the bag is 100% finished as far as I know, but I have a story to tell you guys. So yesterday I went to a farmer's market, and the first stand that I see is this lady. It's yarn and like some other things, but there's this old lady there sitting on a chair in the hot sun, and she's spinning wool fibers. So I was like, ooh, this is cool. I like the way this looks. So then I go and I ask her, what kind of fibers are you spinning? But then she gets into this whole thing about how she dyes everything naturally with plants. And then eventually, like we're talking for a while, and then she gets into how she does permaculture. But you know how people just basically do regular landscape with like maybe like the fake grass or like the non-native grass. It's more like working with the nature instead of against it. And she basically ended up inviting me to something that is happening today. She's like, oh, tomorrow actually I'm hosting like a women's thing if you want to come. And I'm like, oh my god, that sounds so great, because I was just telling you guys I was getting into like researching herbs and stuff like that. And when I told her that, she was like, what? It's just like the fiber arts and then the herbs. And I'm talking to this lady who does both, and I'm like, wait, the stars are aligning right now. This is me post thrift haul, and the only reason why I left is because I was freaking out about how much money I was gonna spend. First things first, the bag lining. This is gonna be the bag lining. I may look a little crazy right now because I kind of just woke up, but it is my Polynesian flag crown! Okay, it looks a little crazy. I was at this lady's house in her backyard, like a regular neighborhood. Her house is the only house that is like an oasis. Like all of the land is used up for herbs, fruit trees. Like she had a full-on cherry tree. I've never seen one in my life, and I've never picked a cherry straight from a tree. I just have to tell you, I have to sit here and tell you about this experience because it was wonderful. From a lady that I just had met the day before, this was wonderful. I rang the doorbell not knowing what to expect, and I was like, hey, I wonder if anybody's here. And there were 11 total people at the gathering. We had these little like wooden plates, like little like trays, and we went out into her garden from the front to the back, and she explained everything, like the herbs, what they do, how they got there, like literally everything. And she's so passionate about it that she can talk on and on and on and on and on about it. She just has an abundance of knowledge. Like this isn't just a Google search where it's like, these are the benefits. This is bad for like one thing amongst all of the other things that I learned was that catnip is anti-fever. I did not know that. And she's just explaining all of these different scenarios where the healing was efficient, the healing worked better than any pharmaceutical drug. And I was just like, I just felt so aligned in that moment because like, you guys know, I'm putting this in the video where I'm like, oh, I want to like get into herbs and da da da, and then just everything just kind of aligned. So then as we're picking the things that we feel like aligned with us, like, and I mean, we all picked a lot, like 11 total people picked a lot, and you wouldn't even be able to tell that we made a dent in her garden. And then I'm gonna turn it to show you guys another side. Then after we went back inside, and then she was like, before we make our Polynesian flower crowns, do you want to eat? And there is a whole entire room, like giant table with food all over it. And I'm like, if I knew this, I would have brought something. I would have brought my bread that I just made. But then I found out that some people brought things, but then most of it was prepared by this lady and her daughter. And it's like, when is the last time that two people put together a thing that was extremely informational, community building, just so generous? There was nettle leaf tea, which apparently cures anemia and is really, really good for your bone health. And this lady is old, and she's talking about how she doesn't have any knee problems, any joint problems because of the nettle leaf. Everybody knows what's inside of the food. It was just so refreshing. And then after that, we made the Polynesian flower crowns. All natural materials in there, even the tweed. Like, it's not tweed, it's called, I forget what it's called. It starts with an R. We used this to wrap what we picked around it. And we used like these big leaves as like the structure for it. Oh my God. You guys know I locked in on that because it was like a little arts and crafts. I'm so glad I crochet. It taught me that patience of like, you have to lock in on this thing that seems a little hard. And it really just taught me how to channel my patience. So like in that moment, I was so able to channel my patience and do the thing. And like some ladies there were like getting really frustrated. And I'm like, I know how it feels. And I am 22 years old. Everybody there was like 40 plus, like 40 to 75. I was there for a total of 5 hours, which is way longer than I even expected. But at the end, she had like things that she's made and prepared herself, dried herbs from her garden. I ended up buying this calendula cream. It's apparently supposed to be really good for your skin. It's coconut oil, calendula, chamomile, and beeswax. And I want to eat it. It smells exactly like little coconut flakes. Oh, it smells so good. It was such a wonderful time, and I'm just so grateful for the abundance of information, and it was just like beautiful. Since I was feeling really iffy about how the bag was looking, I decided to finish the rest off of camera just so I could focus. I could really lock in on all of the little details. And that shirt I thrifted ended up being the absolute best option. Like, I believe that no other color would have been better than this metallic silver. Oh my God, it was so pretty. And on the day of the fashion show, I decorated this red shoebox I had. I like poked holes in it, and then I used the red yarn to like cover the logos and all the words on the box, and I thought it looked so cute. And one thing that I didn't mention about this entire process is that I had no idea who the model was and what the outfit was. Like, I didn't know what bag I was making for what outfit. I was just given red, black, oh, and maybe like a navy blue. And also like an Instagram profile to reference off of, but I had like no idea what kind of collection was being featured. So I am very, very, very happy with how it went, given that I had no idea what to expect with the outfit. Like, the girl who modeled the bag, her outfit, her hair, oh my God, I thought it was so absolutely funny. Not funny, but like it was just amusing, and like, what? That the strings, the black mohair and silk strings were hanging off of the sides of the bag, and she had like these two really long braids coming from the back of her head. I was like, oh my God, maybe I'll host my own fashion show one day. It was so cool. But here's some footage, here are some videos and pictures from the fashion show. Thank you guys for watching.